Hey guys, welcome back. So this is just a follow-up to the previous video where my Form 2 printer just stopped in mid-build. Actually, it was almost at the very end of the build. There was 9 minutes left on a 10-hour print job. So it was at the very end. I basically lost a third of a millimeter off of one tiny little corner that nobody will ever notice. I can barely see it. I just know where to look. So it all worked out okay for me, but it did freak me out, the fact that the printer just stopped before the job was over. When it happened, I did not want to lose the job, so I was trying to find a solution to get the printer running again and finish up those last few layers. I went on the forums, and I posted there, and I went to Formlabs support and sent them a message asking, what can I do? And Formlabs support hasn't replied to me yet. It's been about 24 hours. They say it should be 24 hours to get a reply. Haven't heard from them at all yet. On the forum, I got one response, and a guy said that he had had this happen 3 separate times where it just stopped in mid-print. Didn't give him any errors or anything, which is same as what happened to me. He said he started unplugging his printer between jobs. Like if he wasn't running his printer for a while, he'd unplug it and plug it back in when he needed to use it. And he said he hasn't had that problem happen since. Now, whether that actually cures anything, I don't know. It could be just, our human trait to seek pattern-seeking behavior. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But I may try that because if it works for him, I'll see. I don't know. May never even come up again. So, as you can see, it's running again. I'm in the middle of a 18-hour plus print job. It's about 9 hours in, and it seems to be working fine up to this point. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. What I had to do with the last print was take the... I literally had to unplug the printer to basically reset it because I tried pausing it, and when I paused it in the last video, I realized that it never said pause. It just said pausing, and it would never go to the full paused state. So then I tried to abort the print. When I hit abort, it said aborting, and it just stayed on the aborting menu on that screen indefinitely until I unplugged the printer. It wouldn't go out of it for probably 15-20 minutes. It said that, and that's just an abnormal amount of time to stop a project. So I ended up unplugging the printer, plugging it back in, and resetting everything. When I plugged it back in, the print bed lifted up, and I was able to remove the model. And like I said, the part that was damaged was so small that it didn't matter in this situation. But I don't want it to happen again. That I didn't come up with a solution, so this will be the video that goes at the end of the last video. I don't even know. But it's running again now. The parts that have come off of it have looked fantastic so far. So I don't want to bash this thing. I'm being critical because it's an expensive piece of hardware, and if there's anything that's going wrong, I want to make sure I report it somewhere. I may do a review to just show how strong this gray material, this is the only material I've used so far, do some brake tests so you guys can see that. I'm going to do that in about half an hour or so. So I'll post that in a little bit. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. If you guys have had your printer just stop randomly with no error codes, I don't have a solution for you. I just had to unplug it and start over again. Best I can do. If something comes up and they write back, I will annotate this video. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you guys soon.